Let's get it.
Let's get it.
What is up, you guys? It is Faith Abria, and we are here at SoulCity Sessions today with DJ MoonFlower. You had an awesome set today too. What age did you start DJing?
I was 26, turning 27.
Did you say you always been kind of musically inclined?
I always loved music. I just didn't know my place in it. I can't sing. I'm not a rapper. I'm an okay dancer, but I always loved music. I always knew I had a good ear for sounds, but no one ever suggested that I should be a DJ. So it came later in my life when I feel like God put it on my heart to become a DJ. And I would say probably within, I don't know, I probably would say within weeks, I could tell that like something magical was happening.
Yeah.
Like just hearing the loud bass of the music and just being like completely immersed in it was really powerful for me, especially where I was mentally at the time. Like it just flipped my whole mindset.
It's like almost like you knew that's what you was supposed to. It's like you did it and it was like,
I could feel it.
I know exactly what you're saying. Literally. What DJs like inspire you, or if any?
Well, how I became a DJ was because I was not a fan of any of the DJs that I grew up going to parties and like, no offense to men, but men just don't make women dance on the dance floor, sorry. They more so play music that makes you bob your head. And so what inspired me to become a DJ was the fact that I was not hearing DJs that I actually liked and was inspired by. But since becoming a DJ, of course I'm a huge fan of K-Tronada, Honey Dijon's a really good DJ, and then one of my personal friends, Tay Hudson, she's really inspiring as a DJ, so I'm learning in real time.
For sure. I was gonna ask you too, do you remember like your first set, like that feeling, or just that, do you remember it?
Oh yeah, no, well, so my first set like in public was at this little club, and I was so grateful that nobody was there. Like the room was so empty, and not that I even did bad, but just the nerves of like being in there and like versus being in my bedroom, you know, like you start off as a bedroom DJ and then you progress into the outside world. And it's just a completely different feeling than playing songs that you want to hear versus trying to move a crowd.
DJing is different from performing, but it's also like performing at the same time, just not your voice, because you got to make sure you playing the right song.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I never realized, like when I thought of being a DJ, I imagined myself being in like some dark corner tucked away. But like once I became a DJ, I was like, oh, this really is a performance. Like people are watching me, people are paying attention to me. Like there's people in the crowd who know the craft. So they're listening like, oh, I like that transition you did. And I'm like, oh, wait, somebody was critiquing me. Like, you don't necessarily think about that when you're just DJing in your bedroom.
I see you be doing a lot of sets and stuff, so where can they catch you at usually?
I have two residencies in downtown LA. One is on Monday night at the Falls Lounge on Spring Street, and that's called Moonflower Mondays. And then on Thursday nights, I'm on Broadway at the Grayson Bar, and that event is called Consensual, and it's an interactive slow dance night.
I was like, okay, what's that?
So, I mean, I feel like consent is very sexy, but people don't quite know how to go about consent, and consent is basically just getting permission to move forward with something. And so me and my friend Jocelyn came up with this idea of like how to remove a layer of small talk, how to remove a layer of awkwardness. So sometimes you go out and you want to meet somebody new, and sometimes you go out and you're just out with your friends. So, or a way to show whether you want to meet somebody or not, party, you wear like a glow-in-the-dark wristband or necklace, showing that you consent to being approached.
Oh wow!
You know,
so it's like a whole experience.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like an experience to where, like, if you don't want to be approached, nobody will approach you. You can still feel comfortable. But if you do want to be approached and you want it to be encouraged, you know, it's a good night to meet people, and it's slow dance music too.
And we in LA, so it's like that's a fun little. Yeah, I feel like that's different.
Yeah, I feel like it's different. It'll grow. Come to the Grayson every Thursday night, guys.
Who's your favorite artist to play when you DJ? Like, if you was like, okay, off the fly, this is who I'm just about to put on, because I know they gonna get cranked to it.
So many. Oh my God. Okay, let me think. Who do I don't know. Do I have one particular artist? I mean, I guess if I'm just like in my like female hip hop bag, like Meg Thee Stallion is always good. Glorilla has really been taking over the charts. Like, she's going crazy. But I mean, if we're doing like a sensual vibe, I love Ari Lennox. She touches everybody's heart. But then, like, genre-wise, my favorite genre to play is house music, because I feel it's a more universally impactful sound. Like, hip-hop, only so many people are going to dance to it. But I feel like when you play house music, you get a wider reach of people who are going to dance.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that. Last question is, if you could describe SoulCity sessions in a song or a word, what song or word would you describe it?
Well, when I first heard, we are family.
Okay.
It just felt like a community. Like, I walked in and I felt like everybody knew each other already. I was like, I don't know nobody in here. But it felt like everybody else knew each other already. So I would say, like, family. It's definitely community vibes here.
That's dope. So y'all know SoulCity is definitely a homely vibe. Anything you want to shout out, or your socials, or anything you want to just put out
well,
there?
first I want to shout you out, because you are a great interviewer. I really appreciate you taking the time to highlight us artists. And you can just stay in contact with me at MoonFlower Vibes. It's the MoonFlower Vibes across all platforms. That's TikTok, Instagram, SoundCloud, MoonFlower Vibes. And then even my website, moonflowervibes.com. You know, come get your blessings.
Let's get it, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I will catch you guys in the next interview. A lot of fun if you eat it night one. If you got a lot of buns, I'ma hit it like money make me come.